Hey, Kevin here, top 1 financial advisor and best-selling author, and we are here to talk about the stock market. I want to demonstrate the power of investing small amounts and to show you how profoundly important it is, even if it's just $50 a month or even $25 a week or $25 a month, whatever it is extremely important that you do start because I get this question all the time, right? Whether it's my DMs on public, my DMs on Instagram, or even in my emails, like, hey, look, my budget is tight, maybe I'm already retired or I'm nearing retirement and I don't have that much money, or I'm trying to invest in my kids and I only got $50 that I can put up every week or every month. Like, is this really going to make a difference? Is this going to move the needle in any way? And is it worth my time trying to invest whatever change I can scrape up? I'm here to tell you yes, when you consider the alternative. What most people do is sit there and do nothing and just say, hey, look, I didn't think $50 was going to make a difference, so I'm going to do nothing. And nothing doesn't get you paid. Nothing does not move the needle. And doing nothing for however long you decide to do that, or some people decide to do that, you're really not going to get no results doing that. And in fact, if you were to take $600, because $50 a month times 12 months, $600, if you did that and just left it in a bank account, you might have made $3 in 2021, if that. That's not a gallon of gas at this point, right? So I'll give you a few examples of how this can work, and if you did it in 2021, how much money you'd have today, and if you did it in 2020, how much money you'd have today. And even better, I'm actually going to show you my real Cash App account where you can do a lot of these techniques, really, and see what would happen. So let's go ahead and look at it. So if you did Costco, which is a company I really like this year. I've liked it for really since 2020, but that's one of the ones that you're gonna hear me talk about all year, I would think. And if I did $50 a month at Costco, I have $856 from January 2021 to December of 2021. That ain't bad. $600 if I just left it alone. $603 if I put it in a bank account, and that's stretching this. If you got a good bank account, if you got something that is not a high yield savings, you might have got 10 cents, right? But I could have put this in Costco and gotten out the $856, which is a $256 profit. That's $250 for just sticking $50 a month into a quality stock, not including the dividends. Okay, not including the dividends. So that's even something that's like, oh wait, this might be something, right? So that's super easy, right? It's a company most of us understand. But if I did something like Tesla, I would have $853. I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with Tesla, right? If I did something like Microsoft, we're looking at $770. And Microsoft is one of my favorite stocks. That's it, $50 a month. And that's three options that could have gotten you way more than doing nothing. Three options that could have gotten you way more than just like, it's not worth it. Okay, if we were to add this up, that's $150 a month, which that's probably I'm paying more for my cell phone, but that's a conversation for another day. But $50 a month, $100 a month, it can make a big difference. If I did something in Bitcoin, I would have had $641. Now, Bitcoin, it can be up and down. So I'm going to stretch it out 2 years from 2020 all the way to the end of 2021 and then give you that number as well. But all of these are better than doing nothing, number one. It's all better than just leaving it in my savings account and saying, well, I don't want to invest $50, so I'm going to just stick it here. That wasn't going to help you, right? Outside of the emergency fund, which is separate, which you should have. But we're talking about investing the money. Yeah, it still makes a big difference, okay? And again, it's about that opportunity cost. I will take the 641 in Bitcoin than 603. 603 is not going, you talking an entire year and you made $3. You can't get a gallon of gas with that. $41 may not get you far, depending on where you are, but it's better than $3. Okay, so let's say that you're doing this for 2 years. Let's say you started in January of 2020, which was an interesting time before COVID hit the United States. But anyway, a fun time. It was a great time to be alive. But in January of 2020, let's say you did it then, and at the end of December of 2021, how much money would you have by investing $50 a month? In Costco, you'd have $3,813. The number again is $3,813. Yeah, that's money. right? That is real money for just $50 a month, which, as you know, is $1,200 over 2 years. So I invest $1,200 and I get $3,800. That is worth it. That's why I tell people to invest in quality companies and to let things ride. Because remember, January 2020 stuff was fine. March 2020 was not. Things were not okay. April 2020, things were not okay, right? But, and you can go back and watch those videos. I was screaming Costco back then, but more importantly, just let things ride. Have that time built up, and more likely than not, things are going to pay off. So if I did Tesla, I'd have 1961 today. If I did Microsoft, I'd have 1854 today, all better than 1200. If I did Bitcoin, I'd have 3291, which again, Bitcoin was volatile, yes, also long term, right? We're talking 2 years at this point. If I did that, I'd be sitting on $3,200 in Bitcoin had I done that. And none of these are guaranteed to continue in the future, but the point remains that investing small amounts over time is still helpful. It is still a powerful tool for you. Remember that the average American, one, isn't really investing, but doesn't have, what was it, like $600 for the emergency fund, and can't cover, a basic emergency of $500 or $600 or even $1,000. It's hard to do. Well, I'm not calling any of these a savings account. I don't know where people get that from, but in an emergency situation, if something were to happen, or I'm investing, I got my 3,800, something happens, I can say, okay, well, I'll take the dividend payments I'm getting from something like Costco and pay for something. When I bought my house, I had money sitting in, a few investment accounts that I was able to pull from without paying taxes, or had to pay taxes but didn't have to pay a penalty for. I was like, okay, well, look, I was investing. I had those stocks for a while. I can take a little bit of money out, buy a house, and keep investing. Right? These are tools that I can use for my future self, for retirement, definitely, but also I can use these now too. But if you don't take that first step and invest that little bit of money that you have, then it's not going to be there. And yes, your savings account always is going to play an important role, but that $1,200 is not the $3,200 from Bitcoin. It ain't the $3,100 from Tesla, or from Costco. It's not the $1,800 or the $1,700 that you're going to get from any of these other stocks, right? And not every stock did this, and there are some that did even more, right? However, that point remains, those small amounts definitely count. So before we wrap this up, I'm actually going to pull, so you should see it here. So this is my actual Cash App account, and right now you can see that I've gained 84%. Now the majority of the investments that I have, and it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stocks here, Nvidia, which I'll be telling y'all about, right? Tesla, Goldman Sachs, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Intuit. All stocks we've talked about here before. Now for Nvidia, I'm scrolling through here on my app so I can make sure I get y'all all the right info. All right, so details, here we go. All right, so Nvidia, I'm only investing $20 every 2 weeks. That's what I've been doing since 2020 on Cash App. Tesla is just $25 every 2 weeks in Tesla. And then it's about $100 in Goldman Sachs, $150 in Dick's Sporting Goods, and $67 in Intuit. So I'll probably start out for like $65 or so. That's it. This is just I had some extra money. I'm gonna just do something with Cash App just because I felt like it. I had never done it before. So that ain't much, right? That it ain't much. And the only two that I'm consistently putting money in is Tesla and Nvidia. And again, the total account value for me as of today is $3,389.89. And I made 84% on that. So it says I've invested, and y'all can see it here. I've invested basically $1,800 and made $1,500. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all, right? So, and this is in a taxable account. So if I needed to pull the money, I could. But I'm not, because I want to have even more money, and I'm going to continue investing in my future. And that's it. Like that little $50, $60, $70 I'm investing a month over time, because I started in 2020 on Cash App, that's worth it. That is worth it. Most people don't have that. And if you got $500, you're gonna be even better, right? You have $5,000, that you could put in a month, you're gonna be even better, right? All these numbers are still important, even if you were to add an extra zero to it. And that is how wealth is built. Okay, so it's about the process, because the same process that I said, I think I like Tesla, I think I like Nvidia, I think I like Dick's Sporting Goods, whatever. It's the same thing with $1,000. The same thing with $10,000. The process is the same. But if you don't start and you sit there and you're like, I don't think it's worth it, then you're gonna be sitting here 2 years from now looking back like, damn, I could have had $1,800 if I started 2 years ago. It's all the same stuff. So, last thing I'm gonna say is make sure that you sign up for the free class, buildingbread.com/free class, because I give you my plan on how you can start your 6-figure investing plan. So today we talked about small amounts, right? Starting with $50. How can you get 100,000, right? So I'll give you a realistic plan on how you can start to pull that off, and how I did it, and again give you that blueprint, because the blueprint and the process is the most important thing. All right, that's it for me. I'll talk to you guys later.